Add to stage. All right, we are live.
Hi.
We are live. Hello. Anybody out there? Where do I get to the chat? Chat's coming.
I don't know. I don't have the chat either. I'm trying to get it on my laptop.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I couldn't
I do see Michelle.
My volume on. I was like, how do I turn my volume up? I was turning it down.
Folks. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. It looks like Pebbles from Flintstones.
I didn't put her pants back on her.
That in that little t-shirt.
Oh. Oh my God.
Hey,
Pepper. So sweet.
Hey, Pepper.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, Kevin. You'll find out shortly.
You got troll hair going on.
So how's everybody?
Good.
Hey,
been a good day.
How you feeling? I'm sure you're sick of answering that question.
I feel so much better.
Oh,
I was struggling last week, so I had to go to the ER and get IV and everything, and then I came back ready to party.
Oh, good. Good.
Oh my gosh.
Are you
staying hydrated?
Yeah, it's hard for me though, because every time I drink water, I throw it up. So I have to drink other things. Like liquid IV, it's terrible.
Do you like coconut? Do you like coconut water?
I've never had coconut water before.
It's very nutritious for you. A lot of electrolytes.
I should try that.
It's very good. Not coconut milk, but coconut water.
I actually like coconut milk. So
coconut milk's not bad. I'm just saying the coconut water is literally like water, but it has a coconut flavor.
Oh, that's wild.
It's good for you. It's really good for you. Uh-oh.
I'm trying to figure out where you are.
After her dad.
Yeah, she's playing the piano. Pepper, do you think? Let's turn it down.
Turn it down. Oh, we're singing too.
Oh, and she's singing.
Oh,
yes. She's been in a very musical mood today.
Well, she's taking after her dad.
Yeah.
Well,
so good.
That's probably how Elton John got started, playing around and singing.
That's true. Billy Joel.
You never know.
That'd be crazy.
Next, she's going to be flying a plane.
That would be scary.
Oh my goodness. No, we don't want that. No. She can do that after she grows up if she wants.
Yeah, she might be a little small.
So, how's everybody doing? What's going on in your corners of the world?
What not?
Yes. Yeah. Jeremy and I took 2 vehicles full of packages today from Sunday's auction. And our post office isn't used to that volume.
Uh-oh.
And the worker was just like, bad news.
Well, they're not smaller than Otter Creek post office, right?
They're slightly bigger. They're not as small as Otter Creek, but they're not used to that volume.
Yeah. So they're probably feeling the same thing Otter Creek felt.
Yeah. So I try to make it as smooth as possible, less stressful for them. Jeremy and I met them in the back of the building. We loaded the packages in the GPCs. It was 2 of them. And then we did all the work. We're like, no.
You had your handy card?
Yeah, I gave her, the postmaster was there. She even came out and stepped out, and I said, I have the manifestation sheet and we will load up the GPCs if you don't mind. She's like, really? I'm like, yes, we will do it.
Yeah, really. It's faster that way.
It is.
Well, first of all, I want to say, Ted.
Yeah, down here, I went to the post office yesterday, and thank you. I went to the post office yesterday, and Nadia isn't feeling well. I felt so bad for her. Caroline.
Is she pregnant?
I didn't ask her. I didn't want to. I was like, well, she'll offer if she is. She'll offer. But I felt really bad for her. Bless her heart.
Aw.
I didn't have very much, but I mean, I had more than, a couple things. But she kept saying, I'm fine. I'm fine. She was clearly not fine.
That was like
Probably
Christian
how patients
Yeah.
felt last week.
Yeah, Christian was struggling on Friday.
Yeah.
He was looking green, like a yellow-green color.
He had his head down during
Thanks,
lunch.
Mary Dale.
Thank you.
He was sleeping on the table. He thought it was comfy.
Stomach flu or bad food or what? What happened there?
We have no clue what happened to him. He was just struggling for a little bit. Friday and Saturday, he was struggling.
Yeah, it sounded like stomach flu.
Yeah, probably a little 48-hour bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you it? Did she just tag you?
Yeah, she did.
We have that game going on around here too. So
Wow.
I don't know who's it right now, but
wow.
Yeah, Travis tagged me on the Whatnot Live right in front of everybody.
oh yeah,
During the
that's
live.
right. That's right. Well, I let the chickens out today, and they loved it. They loved it.
Aww.
Chiquita Banana was rolling around in the dirt and flapping her wings and making dust fly everywhere, and they were very, very happy.
Aww.
And they've already gone back in. They went back in right before we came on. So
What about
they
Waddles?
liked it. Waddles, I think Waddles may have gone back to the ranch because I haven't seen her. She was out there for the longest time, and then she wasn't out there. So you know how she disappears.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give her a little time. It's still daylight out anyway. And likely my guess is that she can fly. So she probably just booked it back to the ranch to take a bath or something. So I'm sure she's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But the puppy butts loved it. And they stayed right here, like right next to the area, next to their little pen. And they'd come up to the front. I was hoping they'd come up on the porch, but they never did. But give them time. They'd go around the tree. There's so much for them to eat right around the tree that they stayed right there. But Chiquita Banana was the happiest I've ever seen her. She was just excited. You could just see it. She was prancing around.
So the chickens are living at the schoolhouse now?
Yeah. Much better.
And today was the first day they've been out since we transported them, because you have to keep them put for 2 to 3 weeks before you can let them out. And today was probably under 3 weeks, right?
Uh-oh.
It's been under
right
3
at,
weeks.
I think it's right at 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's right at.
Well, the reason why I got my troll wig on here, and I'll do this now because this thing's starting to get on my nerves.
No.
It
is adorable, though.
Oh, thank you. If anybody knows, we have the birthday troll with us this evening. And if anybody who watches Conky's Adventures knows, if I know it's your birthday and it's that day, guess what you get?
I'm getting out of here for a minute.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
I'm going to be over here.
Oh,
no. Happy birthday to you. On Saturday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lord. On Saturday. Happy birthday to you. All right, there we go. It comes off. Thank you. Oh, it's red right here.
I am having internet issues.
Oh.
What is going on? I can't get the chat up because I can't get my laptop to load. I must not be on the internet on my phone. I'll keep trying.
Well, what Pepper? What do you got going on in your little world, huh? Pepper.
Pepper got to call dibs on her first item last week when we bought a storage unit.
Oh, look at her.
Did you? Is that on the video that you already played? Because I saw that. I was like, yep. She already knows.
She's happy to see Grandpa Jeremy.
She loves Jeremy. He was giving her dolly rides. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, the big thing I've got going on here, and this is for anybody who's listening, who's thinking about getting into this selling. Start getting it organized right at the very beginning, because what I'm doing now is I'm doing inventory and double checking everything, because I had a mishap this past week. I accidentally sold something on Whatnot that I had listed on eBay. So I had to tell the customer, I have to cancel your sale because I don't have this. The other thing you wanted, if you want it, I'll relist it and sell it to you for a lower price just to try to, keep the customer happy. But so I have to stop right now and just reorganize everything. And it's a bit of a project, but I have to do it.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's happened to all of us. I think everyone on this panel can agree that it's happened to us as well.
So I'm going through, I got some bins. I'm going through them, double checking to make sure what's in the bin's in the bin. And then I have stuff I need to get into bins. So this will be a project probably for the rest of the week that I'm going to be doing to get everything organized a lot better. Because we're going to be hitting the flea markets, and I got to make sure I'm not taking stuff that's on eBay out to the flea market and sell it. I mean, I had it separated, but now it's just you gotta stop. Sometimes you gotta stop once you do an inventory just to see what you got and try to keep up on it from the very beginning. If you sell something, get it to the bin, mark it so you know where it's at. You can use the custom SKU that you can put in there at eBay as a way to help keep track if you're doing eBay. And I got behind on it, wasn't doing it, and now I got to take time to do it, and I'm not listing things on eBay. So that's just some advice for anybody who's out there thinking about getting involved. Start developing an organizational plan from the very beginning. Just don't list stuff and then pile it around because it'll get lost or get forgotten. You got to get it in bins or boxes just to keep it straight.
It gets difficult. I used to sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari at the same time, the same item, but under the little SKUs for each one, I would put the information of where the item was for each one, and then the other two, like if it was on eBay, I would put Poshmark and Mercari on it to remind me take them off of there when I got the item, to take them off of there, and then I do the same thing when I was on Poshmark. I would put eBay and Mercari on that one, so that I would remember immediately once I got the item in my hand to take them off the other sites. Yeah. It gets difficult when you're trying to sell on multiple sites.
Yeah, that's why I'm just going to stick with eBay. And then Conky really wants to do some flea markets this year. So what we would have done with Whatnot, we're going to do at the flea markets, and then come back maybe October when the weather starts coming cold again. Maybe we'll work on getting back on Whatnot. But for now, we're going to hit the flea market, see how it goes.
It'll be nice to be able to get outside.
Exactly.
Have a nice outside time.
Outside time, yeah. And plus, he likes to go look too. So I'm usually selling the tape. He'll take off and look. So we're just gonna do how it's gonna go. We'll see how it goes.
I'm not hooked up. Let me hook up.
Hi, Mr.
My laptop's not hooked up to the internet again. Still.
No.
It's weird.
Do you know which flea market you guys want to set up at?
I know we're definitely gonna be hitting Hartville. The three big weekends: Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. We're definitely hitting those, and we might hit some other ones around the area and kind of check them out and see how it goes. I've just been wanting to do that, so we're going to do that. Can't do both of them. It's just particularly flea market. You got to get there at the crack of dawn, even before then, if you can do that. So we'll do that on the weekends and see how it goes.
That's cool.
Yeah, and plus he's got the the project he's working on, where he's got to go out to the property and put the building up, and it's just we can fit that in with the schedule of doing that. So that's going to be starting pretty soon. Now, hopefully, maybe it'll get dry a little bit, and then they can start working on it. It just won't stop raining.
Is it raining a lot up there? Oh yeah, you guys did say it was raining quite a bit up there the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing a show during a tornado watch. We had to go down to the basement.
Well, that sounds like
Oh my
fun.
gosh.
Yeah.
You know what? I heard parts of that auction, and I heard you saying we're in the basement and I want to stay down here for 30 minutes until it clears. And then I was telling Jeremy, I was like, DiAnna and I were prepared to do auctions in the middle of hurricane watches.
It was
That's how
crazy.
dedicated we are. I was like, that's dedication right there.
Yes, it is.
It was
Yeah,
intense.
Hales.
we had backup lights and everything.
Oh yeah.
No, the
We're
basement
always
was
in
a
the
little
basement,
crazy,
so
but
don't
it was
hurt
at
us.
least clean.
So no, I take it you guys are safe and nothing happened, right?
Yeah, thankfully. No, there wasn't any trees or anything down, which was good because it was so windy and you could hear the sirens going off. And I was like, this one sounds
Oh.
intense. I was like, I think we have to go downstairs. And I was like, is a warning or a watch more scary? They're like, definitely a warning. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And they're like, go downstairs. I was like, all right.
A watch means that it's possible. A warning means they saw it.
Yeah, they had seen it. They definitely saw it.
Yeah.
Were there any homes affected in Worcester?
No, but my friend lives like 10 miles away from us, and he had so many trees down in his yard that they were so close to hitting his house. I was like, oh my God. And he posted a video of the actual funnel cloud, and I was like, oh no. I was like, that's close, only 10 miles away.
That's not
That's
good.
Scary.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
No, we were Thursday. Was it Monday? Was
I
it
lost
Monday
it.
really bad, or was it yesterday? All I know is we were. When did we go? Is it Monday? Monday. The clouds looked very ominous, and the sky was very dark. And here we are on the east side of Akron, going all the way to Wadsworth, and we just see these. You could just see it coming, and then it just poured.
I want to be on my side. Change it up and give him the Elvis.
Hey, Jeremy.
He just went and fed the peacocks.
Aww. Any baby peacocks or anything like that?
Not yet, but there is a mama peacock sitting on how many eggs?
There have been 5 eggs.
5 eggs. There's a mama peacock laying and brooding on 5 eggs.
Okay,
Well, were there previous eggs that were taken? Didn't they already lay? Didn't Mama lay some eggs, or are those the same eggs?
One more egg after the 4 that people have seen. So there's 5
Okay.
total eggs so far.
So 5 now. Cool. All
I
right.
just get a kick out of
I
Pepper.
can't fix anything around here.
All I
My
know
brand new laptop won't come on now, so we'll see what happens. I have no chat, so if anybody's saying something, hello, I'm sorry.
I love Maria. She goes, little Christian. Hi, little Christian.
She is a mini Christian.
She looks just like him.
Hopefully baby Salt looks just like you.
I
That'd be
hope
funny.
so. He'll probably end up looking like Christian too. Don't throw that over here, please.
That girl's camera ready. She's going to be so camera ready. It's just crazy.
Yep. She's so excited.
She is. She's
She's in a really
throwing
good
the ball
mood.
with Christian. And
No,
it's a
all I've had to deal with is an ornery dog.
head.
And he's down here right now. He's just been so ornery lately. You know, literally getting into the trash and I'm in the house.
Oh no.
I had scolded him last week. I hear him in the kitchen. I go, what are you doing? I mean, you'll do this if I don't put this away before I leave. But I'm here. Why are you doing this? What is the problem? He just kind of looks at me. And then the day before, I bought hamburger buns and I had them on the table. And I thought I had them in the middle, away from him. Somehow he got to him and he jumped on the bed. And I was asleep on the bed. I was taking a little nap. He jumps on the bed and goes out the kitchen, grabs them, and comes back on the bed and he's eating them. And I don't know. And I'm asleep. And then Conky comes in. He's like, Eddie, he managed at least 2 buns for us. So we could have hamburgers, and we did. But he ate 6 of those buns. And I thought, oh, God, don't have another situation where he was all bloated and.
Oh no!
I think he didn't eat that whole loaf of bread that one time. That was pretty wild. So that's what I've been dealing with. And of course, he's chasing all the chipmunks and anything that gets in the yard. So
I mean, that's what he's made for.
He sure is. He's out there having fun trying to get the chipmunks. They don't like him particularly, but he seems to want to get them.
He just wants to be their friend.
Yes. I love it. Mr. Dewey goes, the zoomies. It seems like Pepper has the zoomies right now.
Really? She is just running back and forth.
Oh my God. The baby talk. It's so cute.
Maybe she'll tire herself out and she'll sleep for you tonight.
One can hope. She doesn't usually go to bed until like 11:30 or midnight, so she's up for.
Oh my!
Wow.
She likes to. She likes to stay up late. She also likes to scream. You know how hard it is to take her to the store because she gets excited at everything. She'll be like, "Oh, look, a banana," and she'll scream. It's like, dude, it's not that exciting. Yeah, it's a ball. And she has lost like all of her stranger danger, and she just goes to random people and just will grab their legs and squeeze their legs and give them hugs and kisses. And I'm like, we cannot do this. We cannot do this.
Oh my gosh.
Thankfully, nobody has been like upset because the one lady thought she was a dog and she was like, "Get your dog off me!" And I was like, "Well, that's a baby, so." And she was like, "Oh, that makes it 100 times better." I was like, "I'm glad." It's like she usually doesn't do this, guys.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
It is definitely.
Well, she's going to be very outgoing and very good for in front of the camera.
Yes, the opposite of Christian. She's got Christian's looks, but my personality, I guess.
Yes.
Kind of like how my daughter is. She looks a lot like her daddy, but she's a lot like me personality-wise.
That's usually how it goes.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah, why does the first girl always come out looking like their dad?
Good question. Speaking of kids, you guys all ready for Mother's Day?
It's this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dwayne. Thank you.
I was going to go visit my aunt, my Thea, but I don't think I'm gonna go this time. She wants me to go in June at a specific time in June. So she was like, "Oh, if you can only stay for a day, I'd rather you stay where you can spend the night." And I was like, "Okay," because she's my godmother. So since I've lost my mother, she would be next in line. So, but I'll just FaceTime with her.
That's good.
Or maybe I'll just surprise her. I don't know. She doesn't like me to drive at night. She's afraid of me driving at night. I'm like, I do it twice a week. I drive twice a week, like hours and hours and hours and hours away. So
twice a month.
You're like 45 minutes. So what's that?
You said twice a week, but you meant twice a month.
I mean, twice a month. Yes, twice a month. Well, no, actually, it's one way there and one way back. So that is twice every other week. But every other week I go hours away, and then I end up driving at night, not getting back. I usually don't get back to the schoolhouse till, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock sometimes. But she doesn't like me to drive at night. She doesn't like to drive at night, so I guess nobody needs to. But I guess I should be thankful she's worried about me. I try to make her not worry.
Aww.
But
Let's see you go visit your aunts. My aunts are passed, so I don't get to see them. But I have 2 moms. I have my stepmom and my mom. Now, my stepmom's birthday was on Sunday, so we went over. I took a pizza, and Athena's pizza, I might add, and kind of celebrated her birthday and Mother's Day. And then Sunday, I'll go visit my mother. And if Donna has plans, she hasn't talked to me yet. So.
yeah, my daughter has to work, so she won't be able to come. Yeah. But maybe,
you never
I'll
know.
FaceTime. I mean, I FaceTime with her almost every single day. So, but it's not. I mean, I haven't had my mom for many years now, so it's just not. I usually just, since my daughter's had baby adventures, I kind of try to make it a big deal for her, because it's not really a big deal for me anymore. So.
The next Mother's Day, there'll be 2 for you, Pepper. Patience.
Yeah. So I have a bachelorette party for Mother's Day this year. Because my brother's fiance is having her bachelorette weekend this weekend. So that's going to be a thing. Yeah. Me and my sister are both bridesmaids, so at least my sister will be there. I don't know the other people, so it's going to be weird to get to know them right away, because I don't think they're like me at all. Or my sister. I don't think they're very outgoing. So, and I honestly have no clue what we're doing. I know that we are for sure painting pottery.
Okay.
So
that's fun.
And making candles. I've never made a candle my whole life, so it's going to be interesting.
That'll be cool.
Well, you can make a pottery candle holder to put the candle in.
There you go. Hopefully I do well and it doesn't look ugly. But I don't know. I don't like parties like that, so we'll see how it is. I'm more of a let's watch a movie.
Yeah, I get it.
Popcorn.
All right. Well, Patience is leaving us because she's going to get ready for her the whatnot. There she goes.
Yes, the live stream.
But 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. All righty. How about you, George? What's going on with you?
I don't know. Everything's just work. So right now, I would like to do something for my birthday. So the plan is to go to the islands here in Ohio and explore 2 of the islands, but Jeremy's got to look into seeing if there's any places we can book to spend the night. And then we have our big show Sunday, so I have to prepare for that. There's a lot of work that's involved into figuring out which lots, at least 100 lots that you want to auction off and all that other stuff. And so I don't like doing it last minute. Like, I like having it prepared ahead of time.
Exactly.
And so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then my mom wants to celebrate my birthday and with my son and my family, but I don't know. I just don't know if there will be time. So we'll see.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for your support.
Thanks, Jay.
So I just hope the weather's nice. That's all. Because, maybe I can, we'll figure things out. I'm waiting to see if Donna calls and says, hey, what are you doing? That's how she does. She'll go, what are we doing? And I'm thinking, well, you're 33. What are we doing?
Your turn.
Your turn. Now, I did see her Sunday. She did come with me to my stepmom's house. because Grandma hadn't seen her in a while. So I said, yeah, you should go visit. Let's go visit Grandma. It's her birthday. It's actually her birthday. So let's go and, she'll enjoy that. And she did. And then we went to dinner afterwards with some friends and had a big steak dinner. It was wonderful. So it was a good Sunday. Good Sunday.
Nice. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't get this laptop to work. I cannot get it to come back on, and I don't know why. I don't know what I've done to it, but I can't get it to come back on, and I need it to come back on before tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fingers crossed. It's brand new. I just got it.
You can always use my laptop, D. I forgot it there.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I was like, that's weird. She didn't take her laptop. But I figured you probably had a different one. There's got to be something that I've missed. And maybe the light's down or something, but it's just not. I have no lights coming on anywhere. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll have to let it sit and maybe charge. It wasn't completely out of charge, so I don't know what it was. It was working just a second ago when we started, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So we'll see what happens. Another day in paradise. I still have my other laptop. I can still use it. It's just,
you need a backup to the backup.
I know.
I'll give you the password for my laptop.
Yeah, I still have the other one. I'm just trying to get this one, all the stuff transferred over to it. And I've almost got it all transferred and now it's not turning on. So, and I didn't buy an HP because I didn't want to have any problems. And here we go. I guess this is it. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what just happened. It's just, it was on and then it wasn't. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened. So, oh well. I'll figure it out by tomorrow. I always do.
Yeah.
I'll be ready. When we get off here, I got to go finish getting items for the auction and getting them weighed. I want to get everything weighed tonight for at least for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I can weigh everything for Friday so that I'm ahead of schedule. I don't like to be not ahead of schedule. And I have an appointment in the morning at 8:30. So I want to get everything done as quickly as I can.
Yeah, I did catch a little bit of the Star Wars show. It looks like you guys did a good job with his uncle and aunt's Star Wars stuff.
Oh, we're not done selling it yet. So Patience and Christian, they're auctioning off 100 more lots tonight. They did 100 lots Monday, 100 lots yesterday, another 100 today, and I think they still have more.
Wow.
I think they have more for one more auction.
Wow.
It's a lot of Star Wars.
A lot of Star Wars.
Have you talked to your son-in-law yet about liquidating some of his Star Wars?
I told him to get whatever he wanted to get rid of, to get it together, and give me a price, and I'd see what I could do. But he's had it for so long, and they definitely have room for it. So it's not like he has no room. Yeah. So he's kind of kicking his feet a little bit. He keeps saying he wants to get rid of it. And I thought for sure, since they just had to redo all their plumbing in their house, that he would be more into getting rid of the stuff that he doesn't ever look at. But it's his stuff. He worked hard for it, so he can keep it as long as he wants.
Yeah, this stuff from back in the late 70s when Star Wars
everything. He's been collecting since, I don't even know when he started collecting, but there's so much. And comic books, he's got like an entire regular closet full of comic books in the comic book boxes. So I can't read it. Barb T. Thanks, Barb T. I can't read it. It's too little.
Happy Mother's Day to all, and happy birthday, George. Thank you.
Barb T.
So we'll see what he wants to do.
There's no pressure. There's no pressure.
He's keeping some things because of course he wants to give some to Baby Adventures, but he's just got so much. so much. He did in his last house. He had a room that was the Star Wars room. And when he moved into this house, he was going to do that and he never did get around to doing it. And there were the figures in the packaging, in the bubble packaging. Like his entire wall was nothing but, like all the way around was nothing but action figures. And he's got some really cool stuff. I got him stuff, for Christmas and his birthday, because he's very difficult to buy stuff for as far as Star Wars is concerned, because he's got everything, it seems like. But I got him autographed pictures from the people, like the guy that played Yoda, whoever that is. I found an autographed picture to give to him, and then I got him the original Star Wars soundtrack, the first one that came out. I found that for him. I mean, it's just hard to get him. I usually get him stuff for his car or, stuff like that, because he's just so hard to get Star Wars stuff for, because he's like, I've gotten him stuff. He's like, well, I got one of these. And I'm like, okay, well then now you got two.
Well, Jay says, head security, get a Walmart all NN tablet 50. They're great. Okay. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Jay.
What is it?
It's the all-in tablets at Walmart.
No tablet. Well, I need a laptop though. I have to have a laptop.
Yeah.
For creating all the stuff that we're creating. That was the whole point of getting this one, was because it has a terabyte of memory on it, and so that I can, or 2 terabytes of memory, so that I can put all the files and stuff on it. But it doesn't do any good if it doesn't come on. It's a doorstop if it doesn't come on.
Yeah, you may have to reboot.
The only Star Wars memory.
I don't know how to reboot. It's off. I mean, pushing the on button's not working. So I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, the one thing in Star Wars I have is this had to have been 77, 78, probably my fifth grade. Maybe it was 5th grade or 6th grade, one of them two. There was a school dance, okay? And basically it was a program that the gym teacher had us all do little dance routines, and then she picked us to be part of this dance show. And I remember that I got picked, believe it or not. I was kind of shocked about that, but I got picked. And what it was, I don't know if you guys ever heard it. Maybe DiAnna may have heard it, but there was an album out there that disco-fied the Star Wars theme.
I don't know much about Star Wars, so.
And I remember wearing a black part and having the silver pom-poms and doing this little dance routine to the Star Wars theme disco-fied. I don't know. It's just, I remember that. Just really weird. But that was late 70s for it. It was all about disco and
yeah. I do remember that part. Learning how to do the hustle.
Oh yeah, that too.
The hustle.
And
we learned that in our gym class.
There were strobe lights and the silver pom-poms and dance with this other girl. And I could hear the kids.
Stay still.
So if it was a Star Wars, I just had that memory of recent. Like, oh my God, that's right. I did do that. I had no dance training. A lot of the girls that were doing it, they had the ballet and the tap and all that. I had no dance training. I don't know how I got picked, but I did. It was fun.
I still haven't seen it yet. I still haven't watched the movie yet, but I'm in no rush.
Star Wars? That was
I'm in no rush. I don't know if I will get into it.
There's like 9 of them or something stupid now.
Well, the first 3 are the only ones really worth watching.
I only watched the first 3, and that was because I was a kid still, basically, when they came out. None of them really interested me, but I went with friends,
Yeah.
So, just wasn't my thing.
I think the big deal about it was the work that went into making those movies. That was
Well,
the first 3 movies.
from the first one to the last one, hold on, plugging y'all back in. The first one to the last one, the special effects from the first one, which I think was called A New Hope, to the last one that they just did, whatever it was called, I don't know. The special effects are like night and day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just totally, we've come a long way since the first Star
three,
Wars.
I mean, it was all, they would position, take a picture, position, take a picture, position, take a picture. Now you have CGI, which makes a lot more easier. That's why it took so long to get those movies out, the first 3 out, because of all the work that went into the special
real
effects.
work.
Yeah,
and not AI generated work.
Yeah, exactly. So, Emma, you got any big plans for the summer coming up or anything like that?
We're gonna do a Christmas in July.
Yes,
Christmas in July.
I've been packing. I got one huge box overflowing with Christmas stuff that I've found that I've been going through here.
Are you guys doing that on Whatnot or some kind of? Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff too. Like, there's stuff in there that I made dibs, and I would never dibs Christmas, but there's some stuff in there that's like, oh, kind of like that. But we'll see. I usually change my mind when it gets right down to it, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, there's a lightsaber.
Oh yeah, that is.
Baby Cornball says my 13-year-old nephew has all the Lego Star Wars sets set up in his bedroom right now. Oh my goodness!
Wow. That's crazy.
Legos are not cheap.
No,
they are not. And I found a big parcel of them that we're going to be selling on Whatnot on Friday too, because they all need to go together because they were all in the same box and they're all mixed matched. So I can't tell what goes with what, but there's boxes. So I'm just going to throw it all together. So there's a better chance that they get everything from all of them. Can't promise it, but yeah, pretty cool stuff in there. There's some dinosaur Legos and there's a pizza, there's a hamburger. It was really cool looking. But that's part of Fridays. I got to finish up Thursdays.
It is nice being ahead. It's nice being ahead.
Yes.
It's less stressful when things are done and ahead of time.
Organization, yes. Organization, yes.
Do you remember George, do you remember the Harley Davidson vest that we had and the problem that we found with that Harley Davidson vest? I found another entire tote that had the same problem.
I wonder if it's from the same unit. It has to have been from the same unit.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's how far back I am now. I'm like, oh, that's familiar.
They definitely had animals. The previous owner definitely had animals.
Yes, they did. For sure. I mean, I've gotten one row completely pretty much done. I mean, I've made a new row where that one was, but I have a lot of clothes. I'm going to try to go through some of the clothes and maybe throw some stuff in there. And I'm putting the sports stuff aside. I'm trying to put the majority of the sports stuff aside so that maybe we can do just an entire sports lot or sports and something else.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, and there's still tons of Pokemon cards.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tons of Pokemon.
It's definitely more convenient working out of the schoolhouse versus working here at Hales headquarters.
Well, yeah, there's much more room.
I can appreciate that, yeah, because having everything in one location, you're trying to move around it can be a bit challenging. So I'm excited you guys have that schoolhouse because that's got to be a game changer for everything with the Whatnot and being able to do all those Whatnot.
Oh my gosh, yes,
yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, when I was doing eBay, everything was in my house. You know, when I started eBay, I had it in the garage, and then the garage spilled over into the dining room because you just, you keep getting stuff and getting stuff. So I once I got into the dining room, though, I was like, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. And then I had big, huge yard sales to get rid of everything and start over again. I didn't like it. I didn't like to have it in my house, though. I'm glad this building's here. So it's convenient. My house is just right over there. And
it's literally like 25 steps.
Yeah, like a hop and a skip away.
Yeah, exactly. And all, my house doesn't have to have anything in it. So it's very, very convenient. Very nice. My Cuba shelf, I just put some more stuff on my Cuba shelf today that I got from someone, and I need a bigger Cuba shelf. I'm running out of room. So I got to figure that one out.
Yeah, it's all about placement too.
Well, I know it's
on my Elvis shelves, I can fit a lot because of the way I placed everything.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just trying to make it so I can see it all, but I mean, it's just not feasible at this point. So I don't know. I have those big square shelves that I got from JCPenney's, the ones I brought 5 of them down here. I don't know what we did with. I didn't know what we did with the other ones, but no, I didn't bring 5 of them. I brought 4 of them.
You brought 3.
I brought 3? I have one in the house, and I thought there were 3 in here. I thought there were 3 in the schoolhouse and 1 in my house.
No, I only remember you bringing 3.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, I'm thinking about using the one that's in my house. I just have to find a place to put it. Yeah. Other than the kitchen. I guess I could have a Cuba shelf in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen corner.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Just need to make room. I don't like clutter. It makes me uncomfortable. Clutter makes me really weird job to have when I don't like clutter. I know. But other people's clutter is okay. I just don't like it in my house. So I have to make it so that it's doesn't feel cluttered. I think is it. I like everything clean and neat and in a place. And
that's the way I like
there's no time for all of that kind of silly stuff.
Not when you're a reseller. Life changes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But it's fun.
Yeah. It's nice to, to be able, because, last few weeks, family members have needed some help. So it's been nice to have this business, reselling business, because you can flex your hours to help people out that really need your help. So that's why I like the reselling business. It does allow that opportunity. Because,
it does.
But I'm hopeful that has settled down for a little bit so I can focus more on the reselling business, because it does, get that sorted and get that taken care of. But it's grateful to be able to help when people need help.
So when you guys get done with all of your flea market selling, do you have any plans to come visit Florida again?
God, that's too far away for us right now. Everything is contingent on getting that building. There's one thing that Conky Open Adventures is definitely going to try to accomplish, is getting that building up and getting that going. Because that's been kind of a stalemate in us kind of moving a little bit more forward, because we just don't have the room for everything. So once this building gets built and things get going with that property that we bought out in Deerfield, when we can make decisions on what we can do next. I mean, I've teased Conky a few times about coming down over the winter, maybe doing storage, buying down there in Florida and bringing it back home. But we don't have a place at this moment. So everything hinges on getting that building done. And I want to make sure that he's free to do that whenever he needs to do that. Because Dan, the man, that's his construction buddy, they're going to be putting that up, and And I know Lee's going to be helping him with some things too. So that's the main thing right now is just.
So they're not going to do an Amish building?
What is it? It's like a prefab, isn't it? You just put it up.
It's a steel building.
Steel building. We got the building. He just has to put it up, and, put it together. Not
cool.
Take on, but you got to flatten the land out, make sure that's clear. I mean, the land's cleared, but I'm sure got to smooth that out. And then the goal is once that building gets up, then he wants to start putting those freight containers, using those and putting them on the plan, and then letting people rent space out of them. So that's the plan.
That's a good idea.
But it's got to get done. So that's the main thing. And pray for good weather. Got to get the good weather. I mean, it's got to be dry. It's got to be warm. Once we get there, I'm sure they'll be getting that going, hopefully, very soon. I know he wants to get it going.
So are the storage containers going to be outside? They're like a row, like kind of like a like a pod place or something.
I think the goal is there'll be the center around, and then there'll be these storage containers, and every now and then he'll buy a couple and just build that up as we go down the road. But there is a main building that's going to be put up. It's a steel building, and he just has to get it up. It's bought, it's paid for, it's just waiting to be put up.
Just sitting there. It's been sitting there for a while. And it's all because of the red tape and working with communities to try to let you do what you want to do. And that's been that's what led to the change in a different town and going to build it in, because where we wanted to build it, I mean, the red tape with these community and their zoning committees and all that stuff, and then the county and everything. Yeah. So
sounds like a familiar story around here.
Yeah. I'm sure they're, y'all familiar with it, dealing with people, and
it's always something. I can tell you that. It's always something.
So just that's pretty much what I'm, basically that's what we'll be doing with all summer, is trying to get that up and hopefully get it done before it gets too cold.
Yeah, well, once it gets cold, you guys should come down and do a couple storage units down here.
Yeah, that'd be fun to do, and see how it goes.
You've got probably the best time to put the building up. Hope I don't lose you. In the fall would be my guess. Would be the
well, probably October, but once late October starts to hit, then you start that seasonal change into winter.
Yeah.
So probably ideal to try to get it up before it gets into like late July, August, because that's
really
when it
that's
gets really
soon.
hot. Yeah, try to get it up, because it gets hot. I mean, late July, August, it's hot.
Oh, I know.
And those poor kids are out there football practicing and everything. I feel for them.
Yeah, it gets extremely hot up there.
And school starts practically like the first full week in August now. The kids are up here, get out before Memorial Day, and then they go back like the first full week in August. So,
really?
Mm-hmm. Used to not be
it seems like we used to start like the end of August, right before September, like the first week of September, we were like, or maybe right at Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
As I remember starting school.
I remember starting school the day after Labor Day. That's when you started school.
And then we got out the beginning of June, and now they go in August and they get out in May.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Now it changed up here because back in the late 70s, this area was hit with 2 blizzards. And
you guys have snow days. We didn't have snow days.
Yeah, I remember.
We did once when I was in 5th grade. We had a snow day. That was pretty cool.
We lost school for a week. That's how bad it was. The snow was like up to here, and Then we got hit again, and then they started making changes because of the weather and making sure the snow days and all this nonsense. Whatever. But yeah, so now all the kids are out before Memorial Day, and then they go back like the first full week in August.
Wow.
And then it's hot and miserable.
Craziness.
Thank God for air conditioning.
Yeah. Yeah. This school, you can tell this school was built before they ever had air conditioning. With all the windows that open up,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that was their air conditioning, is open the window.
Yeah, open the window. Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to getting the covering on the windows so that the heat doesn't come in as bad. The Reflectix or whatever it's called.
Tint.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
That Conky can take the plastic up off. We got these windows in the kitchen that are like vertical pieces of glass.
They're called jealousy windows.
Jealousy windows, and you open them up and they crank out, and then they crank down. Well, they don't quite close completely, so you get the nice cold breeze. So he puts the plastic up there, and it's like, I think it can come down now. I think we're safe. I don't think we have to worry, because I need to get that window open. I'm out there washing dishes, and like I wish I could crank the window. I got a little fan, but it's getting warm, and so
it's nice. I like having open windows. Mm-hmm. Just have to make sure you have screens.
Yeah, you gotta have screens.
At least here.
And with this guy, he's got a dog door, so you can just go in and out whenever he pleases. That kind of helps a little bit. Somebody goes out there and wants to bark, and I gotta drag him back in because nobody wants to hear that.
I just had a friend. I was talking to a friend a couple of days ago. They have a dog. I didn't even know they had a dog. They never had a dog before, but they have one now, and they got a dog door. And she was telling me they had a possum come in their house through the dog door.
Oh no!
And she came out to the kitchen. It was in the morning. She came out to get coffee in the morning, and there was a possum eating the dog food. She was like, "Oh, we're done with the dog door. We're done. We're just done. We're gonna let the dog out now."
Yeah, that is not okay.
Yeah, no. That is not okay. I'm like, once the possum knows they can get in there, I don't think he's gonna forget.
He must have snuck in. He must have left the door open during the night, and it just kind of snuck in, because those are nocturnal creatures.
Right. Well, they left the door. I guess the door is open for the dog to go in and out however they please.
Well, at nighttime, the door's shut around here.
And they were like, yeah, no, this isn't happening anymore. She freaked out, which, I mean, of course, I would have too, waking up to a possum in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Exactly. But possum like cereal, or like not cereal, but like dog food.
Dog food.
So.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
Chickens and peacocks like dog food too.
She was even more mad because the dog wasn't barking or anything. The dog was just staring at it, just like watching it eat its food, like some guard dog you are.
I don't think Eddie would have been doing that, would you, Eddie? You would bark your head off.
Yeah, no, this dog did not bark. It just watched. Watched it eat its food. It was like it was being bullied by a possum.
Well, I'll keep that in mind to make sure we never leave that back door open at night like that. I would not want any.
Well, we don't anyway. When it's time for him to stay in,
we're more positive trying to stay. If we smell the skunk smell, no, you ain't going back out. No.
Oh no.
He had that done in February. He got hit in February, and you couldn't open the windows or nothing. And that smell will sting your eyes. It's so bad. It's
no, Matt yanked $600 out of your wallet for a machine.
Yeah, you did. You yanked $600 out of your wallet to pay for a machine because it was really bad in the back room because he came in and he rubbed his face on the carpet in there and it stunk.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! And it the smell, you could smell it down in the basement. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
And you couldn't open the windows to let it
imagine how he felt. He has a keener sense of smell than you do. He probably wasn't enjoying it. He was probably trying to rub it off.
Oh yeah, he got hit right here on the right side. You could see where the spot was on his ear.
Oh.
Yeah. No. He got hit. Oh yeah, it was crazy. And I guess they say between mid-February, mid-March is when the skunks will come out because it's mating season. So he got
cornered and let him know what he felt. I don't
Wow.
The house does smell, but for a while there, for about 4 or 5 weeks, it was, we got the majority of it, but there was lingering spots here and there. And yeah, but he rubbed his face right on that carpet in there, and that made it worse. Oh. Well, ladies, I see it's magic time.
It is. I see the hour mark pop right up.
Hold on. Thank you, Jay. Hi, Conky in the background, and possums are great, says Jay. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you for all your support during the show. We really appreciate that. And ladies, I will let you go in peace. Enjoy Mother's Day. Enjoy your birthday. And,
yes. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there, all the mommies out there.
Mother's Day.
You know what? Oh, here we go. All righty. I remember this time.
What do you remember?
Oh, okay. The next show will be June 4th. The first
June 4th.
June 4th.
Okay. Just send me a message like you always do.
June 4th was a happy day in my life. That's when they gave me my high school diploma, and I said, "See y'all." Happy day, I've been freed. All right, ladies, you take care, and we'll get back with you here on June 4th with the Boss Babes and see how May went for us.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye. Happy Mother's Day.
To all you moms out there. And hey, kids, don't forget your mom. Bye.
Call mom.
Call mom. Okay.
Play thing and show. There we go.
End show.
Okay. Yeah.
End stream.
Yeah.
Did it end?
Nope.
Leave studio. Where?
It didn't end the show.
How do I end?
Oh, God. Here, give me the mouse.
What?
You got to do this.
I did.
And then you.